Musitulire ddala waggulu.
What is this one?
Well, June.
Yeah.
My name, I'm called Maende Richard. I got aggregate 14, and I'm very happy to pass these examinations, which were very hard, according to me. But I have managed. I have prayed so much to God, such that He helped me and pass these examinations.
What are your plans?
My plans, after completing my sentence, I want to become a serious journalist.
What sentence and how many years are you serving?
For me, I was sentenced 7 years, and I have so far finished 2 years in prison. Yeah.
Why are you here? What did you do?
I'm here because of defilement.
Why do you want to be a journalist?
Because when I watch TV, I always have my best presenters. All TVs, I watch them. And some of the presenters, NTV, I'm so interested in Nakazibwe, Farida, and the one whom I know that is going to present today this news at NTV, Akawungezi. Then Bukede TV, I like this sportsman, Paji Farid. Then NBS, I like Bali Kudembe. The time I came here, I found teacher Ndaula, the one who encouraged me to join school. It was P6. But I have achieved much in this prison, and I thank upper prison staff for allowing us to join school. If there is someone outside there who want to commit a crime, kindly requesting him or her to stop it immediately. Because things which are here, they are not for joking. That's the only advice I could give them. Let them go to school. Let them find various ways of acquiring knowledge. Let them go to technical schools. Those who don't want to go to join secondary, those who want to join secondary, let them go to school. Because sometimes the government has already provided us UCE and then UPE. There is a chance to go and study.
By name I'm called Ambayo Paul.
What was your performance?
My performance is I'm in the 2nd grade. I got English 8, Science 5, Social Studies 4, Mathematics 5. I'm in the aggregate 22.
How do you feel about that performance?
In this performance, I'm not very happy because I promised to get to be in 1st grade, but I did this one because the situation we are in is not easy. Sometimes when you are coming to school, you have to look a way how you can prepare even your sauce. And when you go back, also you have to collect your food and put it inside, and then you come back to school. Also, when I was sentenced in death, I'm not feeling very well, but because of God, I decided to come to school. So from there, in school, when I came at the morning time, I will be there in the evening time, so that which make me even to avoid some problems. So that's why right now I'm a bit okay. After this PLE, I want to join senior one, and after going senior one, I want to complete senior 4. So after senior 4, my plan is to become a doctor. That was my plan.
Why do you want to be a doctor?
Why do you want to be a doctor?
Because when you are a doctor, sometimes some people cannot go to school because of sickness. When you are a doctor, you can heal those people, and they can join also school, and they become an some can become even when you are a doctor, you heal that person, he will join a school. So after finishing school, sometime that person will become a president.
Okay, why were you condemned? What did you do?
By then, when I was condemned, I was like to lose a hope. But from there, when I reached in condemned section, I joined church. So from there, while we were praying, from there, I forgot about that issue of too much thinking. I forgot about it.
How long have you been here?
I'm like I reached in condemned section in 2018. Yeah.
Why were you brought here? What did you say? Which offense did you do?
I was in condemned section because of murder, but I have not committed that crime.
My name is Juko Michael Gerard, and I'm so happy with the performance of these runners here. You know, it's not always simple to make them perform like that. Since they are prisoners, they also face some challenges, but to see that they performed like that, I'm so happy. Though we failed to achieve a first grade, but indeed having only 2 who failed, it is quite good out of something like 56 people. So we performed somehow good, and we promise that we shall perform even better than that. At times, since prisoners keep on going and whatever, this is what came from these people. Those were our efforts and their efforts. So that's what we managed to have. No, the textbooks we have, the teachers we have, competent ones, but at times time. And somehow, we may be told to do something according to prisons or some delays or somewhat, but with the time, it's only time. Because we are not like those people outside that go for morning preps, evening preps or what. For us, we just stay study up to something like 4, stop, until tomorrow. And by tomorrow, that is by 2. And outside there, somebody entered the class by 5 a.m. So they have a great advantage to see that we performed like that. I believe those were our efforts.
How did you become a teacher and how qualified are you? And what interested you?
What interested me to join the teaching was majorly one. You know, at home when you have these offsprings, the children, and they are somehow copying an example, like a mentor. Not having mentors and you say, you see, so and so. When you are yourself a mentor, and when these people come back with the homework, with the what, you keep on assisting, then the teachers at school, they also polish, so that a child performs well. That is only what inspired me to join the teaching profession.
At what level did you study? Where did you stop?
I stopped at grade 3, and I had a diploma in computing also. When I joined here, I found the mobs, taking us in entrepreneurship and small business management. I also enrolled for it, and I'm soon waiting for my graduation come the next few months. The performance of women, you know, for them they have somehow greater challenges than us here. Because as ladies, at times some of them have their offsprings within prison, so he looks at the baby, somebody is saying 1 + 1. So at times women also find it a bit hard. I will not speak about their teachers because I don't know how they perform, but at least they also tried having somebody of 14. They tried. This is basically voluntary work and indeed helping our fellow prisoners. You know, when we come here, we are like brothers and relatives. So we help on a free will. We help on a free will. I'm here because I defiled and impregnated somebody, a girl of 16 years. And so I was jailed, and reaching here I found a chance of plea bargain, and I went into negotiation with the state and my lawyer, and after that we agreed on a 10-year sentence, and so far I'm remaining with the same 3 years. My name is Juko Michael Gerard. I'm 26, coming from Buyikwe.
I'm called Nwamenya Gilbert, Senior Rehabilitation and Integration Officer, at the same time with the head teacher, Upper Prison Inmate Schools. I'm very glad that today we have received the PLE results 2019, and I'm very happy with the performance, given the unique conditions and the situation that my students and candidates go through. 2019, I had registered 62 candidates, but only 56 managed to sit exams. But of the 56 that sat, I did not manage to get a first grade, but I got 31 second grades. Third grade I got 19, fourth grade I got 4, Division U I got 2, and of course Division X there were 6 who were registered absent. But I'm very happy with the performance because when you look at 2018, we had the Division 2, Division 1 we had 2, then Division 2 we had 26, Division 3 we had 15, Division 4 we had 15, Division U we had 7, and Division X we had 8. But I'm happy that this year however much would not get a first grade. But I have so many in second grade and in third grade. So I'm happy with my boys here, the way they performed. And I'm even happy though you are saying that the ladies, however much the two who failed are from women, but I'm happy that one of the best candidates came from women's section. And 3 of them, 3 of the candidates, because there were 5 who sat for exams, 3 of them passed, and they're in position to join secondary school. So I'm very happy that when you look at the performance, 96% of the candidates who sat, they all passed. They are going to join our secondary school. Those ones who will be still with us, they are going to join our secondary school, and only 4% failed, and those ones maybe if they are still willing, we shall give them a second chance to repeat. If they are willing to correct their mistakes, we shall allow them to come back and see how they can correct themselves. But I'm very happy that 96% of the candidates who sat, they all passed the exams. And I would like to appreciate God first that he has kept all my candidates who sat exams. The results have come back when they are all still alive. And all our results have come back. Of course, there are those issues that some schools you might find that their results were withheld, but I'm very happy that our results have come back, and all my students, all my candidates who sat, we are still alive and they are in position to witness this. Then I also want to thank our Commissioner General of Prisons for the continued support and guidance he has given us. And we promise that however much we would not get a first grade, we are going to work hard and make sure that come this year 2020, we shall try and make sure that at least you get a first grade. Because I know most times people outside look at performance and they look at performance measuring it using a first grade. But I want to promise him that come this year we are going to fight hard and make sure that we get a first grade, so that those ones who might say that maybe prison is failed, maybe some are happy. But for us, we don't measure the performance using the first grades. The 31 and 19 that we got, all the 96% who passed, surely with the prisoners, it is good that we have to celebrate. Then I also want to thank the officers in charge, because Uganda government Upper Prison Primary School is composed of some other satellite campuses. We have Upper Prison here, we have Makshoni Bay, we have Luzira Women Prison, we have Chigo Main, we have Jinja Main. Sometimes you find us having also Chigo Women, but last year we did not have any candidate from there. But I want to thank the OCs for the good environment they have provided to our students, because if they had decided not to give a conducive environment, I'm very sure that the performance wouldn't be like that. But I want to thank all of them, together with their staff, for the conducive environment that they've continued to provide to us and to the inmates, so that education can continue to grow. Then I also want to thank our partners, like the Franciscan Prison Ministry. These ones have been supporting us since the establishment of education prisons in 1995, around there. But starting from 2000, when our candidates started sitting exams, Franciscan Prison Ministry have been there for us, providing us scholastic materials and other materials, especially because we're asking about the teachers, especially some incentives for the inmate teachers. Because I want to inform you that our primary schools, they are run entirely by inmates. And the inmates are not on payroll, but once in a while we give them some incentives to motivate them, so that they can increase on the vigor to perform their duties. Then I also want to thank other partners like Fill the Gap International. They have also been supportive. Last year they were giving us some materials to run some internal exams. I also want to thank my candidates. My candidates of 2019, surely I was scared when they said that we would not get the first grade. I was thinking that maybe so many are in fourth grade, but I'm very happy for your performance. And I would like you at zero, so that when you join secondary, you still perform like that. Not that you don't get a first grade, but at least you get a first grade and good second grades and third grades. Then, of course, I also want to thank the inmate teachers for the wonderful work, because as you've heard that the education is run entirely by the inmate teachers, and they are teaching people whom they didn't know. But because of the passion they had for these ones, I want to thank them so much for the tireless efforts they will put in to make sure that we celebrate what comes out. For us, what we have got is that one, and we are very happy with it. With that, I think the rest I would also want to thank those other inmates. Of course, we have other candidates who will sit this year, but I also want to thank them who have decided to join education, because education is optional, it is not compulsory, and I want to thank them so much for joining. And I pray that come this year and others to follow, we shall keep on working well and continue to celebrate the performances.